Good morning, friends. For today's morning devotion, I'd like to discuss on crowd or cross. Today we are just a week away from IPL. So I felt it'll be apt if we focus on some cricketer, and so we'll be discussing on that. And this very day of March 18, 1885, Cambridge 7 steps in China to join the China Inland Mission. These are seven people, all students of Cambridge. Of course, one was not a student of Cambridge, but still, they all are called Cambridge 7. Before they go for ministry to China Inland Mission, they are even honored by the Queen by hearing their testimony. And today, of course, among the seven, I'm focusing on just one. That's Charles Thomas Studd. The English crowd was very anxious to see the Studd brothers playing, and the crowd that was forming for a cricket match was very less. But when the brothers started the game, the stadium started getting packed because the love for cricket and the craze for cricket started with these three brothers. And one among them is Charles Thomas Studd, best all-rounder of England team for the year 1882 and 83. Of course, after 83 he committed his life to Christ and he did not play international cricket. So it's only 2 years. And he was also the part of the team that played the Ashes. In 1882, of course, England lost. 1883, they bought the Ashes back. So the credit goes to these. He's one of the team members of that historic event. But at the age 23, he was at the peak of his cricket career. That's when he realized what he's achieving in cricket and the crowd that he gathers is not what matters. The cricket all-rounder makes a turnaround for Jesus. And he writes a 8 stanza poem, and of course that's an additional stanza added to it. The only famous line in this is, "Only one life will soon be past, only what's done for Christ will last." That's the only part that is often read out. Like Paul, in Romans 12 verse 2, he says, "Do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." So he could focus and he could clearly make out that Christ was the main and the focus of his life, even though he had fame and name in cricket. Of course, we too are not able to view this because of a glaucoma in our eyes. Last week, that's March 6 to 12, was called the World Glaucoma Day. The pressure inside the eyes first blurs the vision, then makes you blind. That's what happens in glaucoma. Some of them are just least bothered of the blurred vision and they end up with blindness. For us as well, we have things like money, career, pleasures, peer pressure, which first blurs our vision towards Christ and then it makes us blind. That's why, again, Paul focuses that keep your eyes on things above and not on earthly things. So we can see in this that Charles Studd, he felt what the earthly things worthless and will not last. So he changed his focus towards Christ. Do not store up treasures on earth, instead store up your treasures in heaven. I hope most of you are missionary kids. Missionaries are all heaven's billionaires. But have you started your account in heaven? It's a question. What have you done that will last? Have you stored up treasures in heaven? I'd like to close with the last stanza of what was written by C.T. Studd. Only one life, yes, only one. Now let me say, thy will be done. And when at last I hear the call, I know I'll say 'twas worth it all. Only one life, 'twill soon be past. What's done for Christ will last. Only one life, 'twill soon be past. What's Christ done for Christ will last. Again, I'm closing with the same question. What have you done that will last? Have you stored up treasures in heaven? Thank you.